What's going on, guys? Jovan here with The Real Bass Pursuit, and with it being a new year, I want to kick off Tackle Tips Tuesdays a little bit different. This is not about one lure or one color or even one brand. This is about something that's going to help you fish better all year long, no matter where you fish or what you're throwing. Now, if you ever opened up your tackle box and felt overwhelmed or felt like you owned a ton of lures and none of them just worked, this video is for you. Today I'm going to be talking about building a system, not just a tackle box. Now, when I first started bass fishing, I thought the answer was always going to be more gear, more baits, more colors, more setups. And what that actually led to was a lot of confusion on the water, too much second guessing, and not enough confidence. So what I did that changed everything for me was I simplified absolutely everything and I gave each bait a job. If that bait didn't have a purpose, it wasn't going in the tackle box. Here's the foundation of how I fish, and this kind of applies all year round. Every bait I carry falls into one of these three categories. You have your search baits, your reaction style baits, and your follow-up baits. Now, first up are gonna be those search baits. A search bait is exactly what it sounds like. Their job is to help you find fish. These are baits that are built to cover water, create reactions, and let you eliminate dead water quickly. When you're thinking search baits, you're thinking your swim jigs, your spinner baits, your crank baits, your chatter baits, lipless, swim baits. Whatever you throw that's gonna help you cover water, that's that search bait. When I tie on a search bait, I'm not trying to catch every fish in the lake. I'm just trying to answer one question. Are there bass in this location? Once I get a bite, a follow, or even a short strike, now I know there's something living there. Next are your reaction style baits. Now, your reaction style baits are gonna be used when you know that there's bass around, but they're just not committing. These baits are designed to force a reaction, whether it's through deflection, cadence changes, or even a sudden directional shift. Think of baits like your jerk baits, your chatter baits, square bills, or even top water. This is where a lot of those bites happen that you didn't think were coming. You're not just showing a bait, you're provoking a response. If a bass is interested but hesitates, that's where your reaction style bait can flip that switch. Last are gonna be your follow-ups or your cleanup baits. These are gonna be the baits that seal the deal. Your follow-up baits or cleanup baits are gonna be a lot more slower, more precise and confidence driven. This is where finesse is gonna shine. When you think about following up, you're thinking about Texas rigs, shaky heads, Ned rigs, or even drop shots. If I know that fish are in the area and I've already shown them faster baits, this is how I pick them apart. This is where patience pays off. Now, a lot of bites are gonna come from your follow-up baits because you're actually giving the bass some time to commit. That one rule has simplified my fishing more than anything else. Now let's talk about your rods and your lines, because that's gonna matter a lot more than people think. You don't need 10 rods to be effective. You just need smart pairings. I like to have one spinning rod dedicated to my cleanup baits. That's that lighter line, that softer rod, and maximum sensitivity. Now, the second rod I'm gonna have with me is usually gonna be some sort of medium action rod that's gonna cover those reaction style baits. This is gonna be usually my most used setup because it covers most of the techniques that I use when I'm fishing. Now, lastly, we have that heavy action rod. Now, this one here is for power fishing when you're searching for bass. A lot of the times that heavy action rod is gonna come out when I'm dealing with heavy grass or even heavier hooks. When your rod, your line, and the bait all matches the job, everything just runs smoother. Your retrieves are cleaner, your hook sets improve, and you naturally fish more efficiently. Now, here's a challenge I have for you to start the new year. For one full month, limit yourself to 6 baits. 2 search baits, 2 reaction baits, and 2 cleanup baits. That's it. No switching every 5 minutes and no digging through the bag. Learn those baits, learn how they feel, and learn when to stay and when to move. This one exercise will teach you more than buying 10 new lures ever will. Once again, my name is Jovan with The Real Bass Pursuit, and this here was your Tackle Tip Tuesday.